We'll be discussing you guys about the multi-day severe weather risk for the United States. Hello everyone, my name is Shumanana, and as you can see right now, we are going to discuss about today's severe weather risk. As you can see right now, we currently have an enhanced risk with severe weather for Colorado. That is what is going on right now, right here. We do have an enhanced risk that also includes parts of Texas and Oklahoma, which will be for later today. As you can see, for a tornado risk, if we take a look right now for a tornado risk, we do have a 5% chance of seeing tornadoes all across this region of Texas and Oklahoma, which is forecast to become a potential severe risk for damaging winds. And then we also have a 5% risk of tornadoes out here for Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, Colorado, and Nebraska. That's for the upwelling effect as winds coming up from this direction over the mountains produce enough lift. The main event for today's severe weather risk is for two different reasons. First of all, we got the large hail for this region. Significant chance of seeing 2-inch plus hail all across this whole region, from near Casper down to Denver and down to Pueblo. Also a chance of seeing large hail for Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, including near Amarillo, Wichita Falls, and western Oklahoma. But this risk is mostly there today for the chance of seeing could be large winds in this region, where there's a big chance of seeing significant winds of 80 miles per hour near western Oklahoma, the Texas Panhandle, and near Dallas, Texas. That is for today. If we take a look at tomorrow's outlook, which we are going to do right now, quickly. Alright, so we take a look at tomorrow's outlook. Everything shifts to the east slightly. There isn't much of a risk for tomorrow, but there's still another risk right here for the Colorado. That's what the most chance of seeing severe weather once again for Colorado, and that makes its way. If you take a look for that, what's the chance of tornadoes? We don't really have a risk for tornadoes, a small risk for tornadoes, and a small risk of damaging winds. But eventually we'll take a look at as there's a risk for tornadoes. Severe weather risk for day 4, if I show you guys right here. This next big risk of severe weather for the first time, the Midwest could be getting in with some severe weather risk here, and then this could become pretty dangerous as they make its way to the east over the weekend. Alright, enough of that. Let's go take a look at the models real quickly. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the models. First, we're going to take a look at the damn 3-kilometer model, just to show you guys what's going on, what is forecast. I'm just going to remove everything you need to know, everything we see for now, and then I'll take a look at get rid of the alerts right now, since we already showed you the severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings, as you can see here. Gonna get rid of one more weather alert system. Okay, whatever. Okay, as you can see here, there is a lot of instability and instability for days all across this region, which is why there's gonna be a lot of storms to develop with it. If you guys see, you gotta look at that. We got 5, 6, possibly as much as 7,000 Cape values all across that whole region. If you have a lot of Cape, I mean, take a look at dew points. Look at the dew points, crazy dew points, 60s, mid 70s, nearly 80 degrees. So you got the dew points, you got the dew points, you got the Cape values, and if you take a look at the 500 winds, this is what they're showing you guys. We're going to play it out in the next few hours. You can see there's enough lift in Colorado in this region, 30 to 40 miles per hour. And out here, you got also 30 to 40 with possibly enough lift. So we do have enough lift in the atmosphere for storms to develop. And then that's what the Cape values is going to produce a pretty good risk of supercells all the way. Look at that supercell composite reflectivity potentially maxing out all across this region, which is why there's a big risk of severe weather all across this whole entire region. So if we take a look at what the composite reflectivity will be in the next couple hours, storms will develop, as you can see right here, and individual supercells potentially is aligned. And then if you take a look at near Colorado, which is currently going on, it is going to be forming a one big line. And if we just play it out the next few hours, in this region. I'm going to first talk about Kansas in this region. You can see a big line of storms might develop out here, and these storms are going to make its way down to the south into the east because that's what the flow of the weather pattern will continue. But look at that big line of storms in the Oklahoma, Texas panhandle. Now move its way down towards Dallas, Texas, eventually making its way into the Dallas, Texas area. We're just going to keep an eye on that, and then tomorrow it'll make its way into Dallas early morning once again. This might be around this is probably going to be around early morning, late night hours, and then it's making its way down to the east and southeast as that weakens. And let's go take a look at the forecast for the storms up in Colorado real quickly. We move ahead. You can see it makes its way to the east, some involving near Denver, Colorado, late just in the next couple hours, before just becoming a flooding risk as it becomes a bow segment continues to move its way with some storms tries to be developed late night near Denver, Colorado. And then if we just play out the rest of the models so you guys to see how it's going to impact Colorado real quickly. You can see storms will try to develop, but this is now it's going to weaken. You can see, boom, individual storms will develop all across Colorado once again. This is for tomorrow. A line of storms might try to develop up in this region and making its way to the east and to north and east and impact Colorado with lots of rain and possibly some damaging wind and isolated tornado risks as well. So that's what these 2 days are going to be looking like. Let's go take a look at the temperature-wise, because that's another thing I want to show you guys. Temperature for Texas, how warm it's going to be for the Texas region, as temperatures could be very, very, very warm, near 100 degrees, 110, 115 degree temperatures, if this is ever going to loan. So that's what it is for now. Let's go take a look from the beginning of the temperatures for Texas. Look at this, 110, 111 for West Central and Central Texas. And if we just keep an eye on how that's going to be, move its way to next day. If it ever loads, you can see right here. Temperatures in the morning will be in the mid to upper 70s. That is very, very crazy temperatures to think about. Keep moving its way in the morning. You can see temperatures quickly by 8, 9 p.m. a.m. Temperatures are going to be once again reaching almost 90, 95. Temperatures will be very, very hot, very, very humid. And it's going to be a crazy day ahead for Texas. So let's go take a look at the long-range forecast real quickly, as we're going to show you guys about the severe weather risk for one more day, which will be this weekend for parts of the Midwest as well. So let's go play. We're going to try to make its way towards Saturday. This is the 18Z. We're going to take a look at the 12Z real quickly. Try and get away towards Saturday. And let's show you guys how the weather forecast will be for Saturday the 24th. So what is this? This is showing the 24th. All right, let's take a look at the Saturday 24th real quickly. We're going to first take a look at the, not a supercell composite. We're going to take a look at real quickly, the surface-based CAPE. You can see there's about 2,000 to 3,000 CAPE already developing. As you remember, there's a 50% risk of severe weather in this region. You're going to have high CAPE values. For the first time, we're seeing this in the Midwest. We have not seen a low pressure system that's producing wind shear coming into the Midwest, which is this time of year. You can see by 4 p.m., this is probably noon, lots of wind shear supportive of that. If you take a look at the dew points, we're also seeing you guys big moisture returns, which could also fuel in potential severe weather risk for this region. If you take a look at the supercell composite, you can see there's also a chance of supercell composites. So everything is getting aligned together to what could be a potential severe weather risk for the Midwest. As you can see, these storms will develop out here and to make its way towards the Midwest and eventually the Ohio River Valley as well. We can keep playing guys out. You can see how everything moves its way to the east. Impacts parts of Chicago, maybe even. And then the next day we gotta reset and think about Ohio with CAPE values over 2,000 making its way. So there's gonna be a lot of CAPE coming with this storm system. You can see right here, maybe as much as 2,000 CAPE. We're gonna have enough winds to be a factor with winds of 50 miles per hour up at once, and supercells will also be a possibility. So there'll be another risk this weekend with storms continue. And then if we take a look at the temperature forecast as well, you can see 100, 110, 111. It's going to be a hot, very humid time period for much of the United States. So that's what the weather forecast is going to be for the next couple of days. Hot and humid, lots of storms. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys for another video. Maybe not live stream. Enjoy your stay. Goodbye, everybody.